Greetings, everyone. Well, welcome to the epic conclusion of the 2014 HAULiday Update. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff to cover today, so let's get right down to it. We got, sci-fi, fantasy, a little bit of horror, some reacquisitions, and some stuff based on comic books. So let's get right to it right now, today, on the Multimedia Chronicles. Welcome back. I don't know why I did that. Just came to me. Alrighty. Let's pull the stack over here. I was not actually miming. I was actually pulling the stack over here. So first off, let's go with the reacquisitions. I wanted to get this one back in the collection for a while. I don't know why I waited so long because it always goes really cheap. So finally picked it up. Heavy Metal. Big hair on it. What the hell? Heavy Metal. Now, I've talked about this movie on a number of occasions in the past, so I don't really need to repeat myself. Needless to say, it's awesome. Get it. If you like the independent animated films of the 70s and 80s, you definitely need this in your collection. It's just a lot of fun. All right, and then next up, finally got Drag Me to Hell again, with the slipcover, of course, because when I sold it, I kept the slipcover, because that's just the way I roll. And this is it's the exact same edition that I used to have. Absolutely no difference whatsoever. Yeah. This is actually not I don't believe this is a DVD version. It's actually just the digital copy. It's the digital copy on disc. So, yeah. There you go. So, Drag Me to Hell. It's funny, my mom is not big into horror movies, and even she really liked this one. Next up, I wanted to get this back in the collection for a while as well. Another one for which I kept the slipcover. Got Super 8. This time around, however, the version I got has a very different cover. I actually like this cover better than the old one. Because, the movie itself is very reminiscent of these sort of group of kids buddy movies, group of kids having an adventure buddy movies type things, like, The Goonies or Stand By Me, that sort of thing. And it's very reminiscent of that and very much an homage to that. So to me, it's completely appropriate to have a lovely painted cover in the style of movies from that era. And, I like this a lot. I kind of wish that had been the cover to begin with. But content-wise, this is the exact same edition that I originally got. The only difference is the cover. So, yeah, can't complain about that. Now, not to say the original cover was crap. Far from it. It was actually kind of a bigger picture of this image here, where it's just the kids walking in silhouette against the sort of dusk sky. But yeah, glad to have this back in the collection. I really enjoyed it the first time around. Next up, I've never actually owned this one on Blu-ray, but I did have the 2-disc special edition DVD back in the day. Now, when I showed this in the chat room recently, Skinslip does have the 2-disc DVD, and we compared the features. And as far as we can tell, the features are identical. Got Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within, which I know a lot of people don't like simply for the fact that they called it Final Fantasy, and it really has nothing to do with the games. But that aside, as a standalone sci-fi movie, I think this is excellent. I really enjoyed it a lot. I watched it a few times, and I look forward to seeing it again. I haven't actually watched it for quite a while. But, I guess not since I owned the DVDs. But just stunning animation, which I think still holds up quite well today, overall. And just a really, solid sci-fi actioner. It's good times. So don't be so hard on it just because of the mismarketing of the name. Yeah, there we go. So we actually got some disc art there. Quite nice indeed. So very nice. And then the insert is just for more movies. Movies. can never have enough movies. Oh, and it's. I'm guessing this is a fairly early Blu-ray release because they're basically, it's an insert talking about how wonderful Blu-ray is. When did this come out? 2007. Well, there you go. That's why. So 2007. Yeah. So I don't know. Next up, all right, we'll get into some new stuff here. We'll start off actually with a video game. Now, I could have put this under action, I suppose. This is the only game I got, so I don't really have much to say about it. I did pick up a few new things on the PSN. I'll just tell you what they were. I picked up Spartacus, which is based on the TV series. I picked up Mirror's Edge, and I also picked up Defiance, of course, which you know, because I've been playing the shit out of it here on the YouTube channel and on Twitch. But basically, because all three of those were free. They just had them up for free. Mirror's Edge usually isn't free, but they had it free briefly. And so I grabbed it, and that's actually how I stumbled across Defiance, was with that. So anyway, in terms of games I got on disc, this one was going for $20. I couldn't pass it up. Got the Killzone trilogy. Yeah. So this has the HD remastered version of the original, which I actually do own on the PS2. And then it has 2 and 3, and has all the DLC, I believe, as well. Yeah, it has a voucher for all the Killzone 2 and 3 multiplayer packs. So basically just an online code to get all of the DLC. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I really enjoyed the first 2 Killzone games. I'm looking forward to revisiting the first one, actually, because I haven't really played it in a very, very long time. And I've never played the third. So basically a no-brainer. Just get all 3 of them in one handy-dandy package. And they are all on the disc as well. The only thing that's downloadable is the multiplayer maps. Now next up, going, I guess not really in any particular order, I still need to, this is actually the second one in this particular movie series, and probably the last one. I don't know how well it did, but I haven't seen the first one yet, but I had to pick this up because I think the slipcover on this is just gorgeous. I picked up G.I. Joe Retaliation 3D. And the reason I say it's gorgeous, I don't know how well you can see this. Well, maybe you can see it a little bit. But can you tell, can you see like the multiple layers of depth they put into that lenticular cover? Like, that is the most 3D looking lenticular cover I think I've ever seen on a 3D Blu-ray release. I mean, look at it. You can see the fire just leaps right out of it. Snake Eye's sword is sticking out at you. The titles are on different planes. The background is on a different plane. There's just so many layers to it. I think it looks really fantastic. Plus, I mean, Ray Park looks amazing as Snake Eyes. I mean, he is the character brought to life. So I have not seen either one of these movies. This is a blind buy, and the first one will also be a blind buy. Basically, I'm a whore for all things G.I. Joe, so I will get them regardless. But the first one's pretty cheap now. I saw there was a 2-disc edition out, but apparently the second disc was just the digital copy. So who gives a shit? So I'll just be picking up the single disc edition of that. But I wanted to pick this up because, I mean, it's the 3D version. It was, and the slipcover is becoming harder to find. I haven't seen it around much lately, and it is a really, really nice lenticular slipcover. I gotta say, I was just like staring at this thing for like 10 minutes earlier, just marveling at the 3D. Just really, really well done. But and the other reason was it was only $10. Yeah, it was $9.99. So get it brand new, factory sealed, in just perfect condition with the slipcover intact. So that's pretty cool. If we take a look on the innards, pretty straightforward here. Got the what is it? Yeah, so you got the Blu-ray 3D version. And then you got the regular Blu-ray, and then the DVD. And there you go. So, whatever's your poison, G.I. Joe Retaliation has got you covered. Yeah. The other thing about the 3D versions is sometimes the 3D versions are limited editions. So if you want to grab them, you got to get them while you can. Next up, got a pair of additions to the Godzilla collection. Finally picked up Godzilla 2000. Now, this is an awesome release versus the old DVD release, because this actually contains the original Japanese version and the English dubbed version, which not only are different audio, but are different cuts of the movie. The US version runs 99 minutes. The Japanese version is 107, so that's quite a... well, it's like 8 minutes of additional footage, but I mean, a lot can happen in 8 minutes in a movie. So, the Ultimate Edition of Godzilla 2000, and it's got extras. It's actually got a filmmaker and crew commentary, behind the scenes featurette, and the original trailer. So that's pretty cool. And next up, picked up another one of the double features. We got Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2, and what's the other one? Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla, yeah. So basically, with the addition of these two to the Godzilla collection, that just leaves one Blu-ray that I need to be completely up to date on all the current Doctor Who. Where'd that come from? On all the current Godzilla releases, and that would be the hell is it? Oh, it's Godzilla versus Megaguirus, or Megaguirus, however you want to pronounce it, and Godzilla versus Destoroyah. So that's the last one I need. They go pretty cheap. I'll probably pick it up with my Amazon gift certificate this month. Yeah, if you're curious, bought this one at HMV, got this one for free through Amazon with a gift certificate. Basically, some of the fine folks have been buying stuff through my Amazon links, enabled me to get that this year. So then, picked up... I really like the first one. I'm not usually, I'm always a little wary about reboots and remakes. But boy, did they ever do a good job with this one. I cannot wait to check out the sequel. Picked up Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. And if you're wondering about this, yes, it does have the slipcover. But effing Future Shop put a sticker right on the slipcover. And the frickin' cement-like glue that their stickers use actually tore the cover when I took it off. Yeah, really pissed off about that. At least I got all the stickiness off for the most part. But, oh no, there's actually still some stickiness there. Great. That's wonderful. Thanks, Future Shop. Not amused. But I'm not an overly anal retentive collector. I'll live with it. But it's another one of those sort of soft. It's exactly the same type of finish as the previous one. So I mean, they're being consistent with that as far as the series goes, which is nice. But nice embossed slipcover, very cool. Got the picture of Caesar there, and it's got that sort of soft matte finish, which we've seen on a few different things recently. Oh, there was another sticker on there apparently. Fucking hell. Like, I would much prefer, like, when they use a nice finish like this on the slipcover, that they wrap the slipcover in plastic. I've seen some releases do this, where they actually have the slipcover in saran, and then the sticker will be on the saran. And that's it. So the slipcover inside is undamaged. Like, how fucking hard is it to do that? Seriously. Oh, God. Alright, next up. You knew I was going to pick this up eventually, and to be fair, it's going pretty cheap right now. It's going for about half price at Future Shop. This also actually has a really nice lenticular cover. Now, I know a million of you are going to ask, well, what did you think of the movie? Well, I'm going to do a separate video about that, so rest assured there will be a review coming. I've actually already got the display set up over in the DVD and Blu-ray area. So, yeah, I will be doing a video about this very, 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 very soon. Picked up the one we were dreading, the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. Yeah, the 3D version, of course. And this actually, it's not as, like, the effect isn't as good as the Snake Eyes one, but it's still a pretty decent lenticular cover. Even after having seen the movie, still not wild about the redesigns of the turtles. That was my biggest pet peeve. And there's some other issues as well. But you'll just have to wait for the video to see what I have to say. I'm not going to say anything about it now, but I'll just give you a quick look here. So, basically got the slipcover, of course, very nice. This normally goes for like $30-40 because it's new. I got it on sale for $16.99, so that's not too bad. And, even regardless of how good or bad it may or may not be, I wanted to get it for the Turtles collection anyway, just because it has now become a part of the lore and, you know, or not the lore, but the legacy of the Turtles. It is a chapter in that legacy, so we'll see. And I was quite happy to see, though, that it seems to have been kind of buried by the competition in the summer blockbuster world. So, excuse me, it's late. So, movie-based game and movie-based toys. There you go. So, actually, no. That's show-based toys. My bad. That's based on the new show. The new show of the Ninja Turtles is really, 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 really good. I've only seen a few episodes of it, but I know Stoudman from over on Geeky.com has been just raving about it. He's a lifelong Turtles fan, and he absolutely loves the new show. He said it's just fantastic, and every Turtles fan should see it. Next up, all right, so we go from, you know, not so great to fucking fantastic. This is the one that buried all the competition this summer. Holy Moses, did this come out of nowhere and just take over the world. Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, oh, look at all that shininess happening there. That is beautiful. Look at that. It's just exploding out of the sky. I was kind of dreading, because I'd seen pictures of this release in the Canadian flyers for various stores and whatnot. And it was showing the logo on the one side in English and on the other side, like on there twice. Once in English, once in French. I was like, oh God, please don't do that. If you do that, I will import it just to get the unfrenchified version. So I don't know. I picked this up at Target because supposedly Target had some kind of exclusive content, but apparently not in Canada. It's just U.S. Targets. But when I found out what the exclusive content was, and I just heard that it was a disc. I heard that it was an additional featurette. And I was like, cool, an additional featurette, awesome. And then I heard that you could only get it as an iTunes download. Like, it's not even another disc. Like, it's not on the disc. It's an iTunes download. Seriously? What the fuck? Can you just put all the extras on the disc? Like, there's certain things that there is no reason for it to be a digital download. None whatsoever. And that pisses me off. So, no extra for me. Oh well. Anyway, loved this movie. Just loved it. Right from the first trailers, I knew I was going to love this movie. I'm a big Rocket Raccoon fan from way back. I liked the old Rocket Raccoon, and I'm really enjoying this revamp of the character that actually does tie into the old one as well. If you read the comics, it is all connected together. But, yeah, really, really enjoyed this movie a lot. Good stuff. Good fun. Like, it really showed that you can have a summer blockbuster movie with all the action and special effects and everything, but still have compelling characters and, you know, dramatic moments and stuff. I mean, the opening scene of that movie, it reminds me of when I first saw Star Trek 2009 in the theaters. I mean, it just opens with the most heartbreaking scene. Well, it's the same thing with Guardians of the Galaxy, man. I mean, if you're not in tears before the opening titles, then you have no heart. Next up, okay, last time in the action movie section, I was telling you about how I picked up Leon the Professional in the Pop Art Collection Steelbook. Well, I picked up another one. I actually got this one before. Picked up The Fifth Element. Yeah. So I'll give you a look at it in all its glory here. Just take the backing off. Look at that. Open her up here. There we go. This is my favorite one, actually. I think this has the best artwork out of any of them. Because, I mean, just look at that cover. It's gorgeous. It looks like an alternative press graphic novel or something you'd see right out of the pages of Heavy Metal magazine, you know. And then, once again, inside we just have an insert showing the whole collection. No interior artwork this time, though. Actually, I don't think we had any last time either. Let me just take a quick look here. Yeah, no, there's no interior art in these. I couldn't remember. I thought there was in something, but I guess it was, I don't know, one of the other ones I got had some interior art. But yeah, but the artwork style even stretches over to the actual disc. Now, there's something I need to say about this. Those of you who remember the dawn of Blu-ray may remember that The Fifth Element was one of the first Blu-ray releases to come out. And holy crap, was there a lot of complaints about the transfer quality on that. Because it basically used an old DVD master or something, or rather an old 1080p master that had been made for one of the DVD releases. And it was, to say the least, god-awful. It was just, it was pixelated, it was fuzzy, the colors were washed out. It really did not look properly high def. So, a while after that, they released a remastered version. They recalled it very quickly, and they did a proper remaster on it, and holy crap, the remaster is just a night and day difference. So here's the thing. The remaster, or the old version, has been out of circulation forever. They did one print run of it, and that was it. All subsequent print runs have been the remastered version. Until now. The artwork on the case is beautiful. The transfer on the disc, however, is complete shit. Yeah. Basically, the for whatever reason, the master they chose to use for the discs in this set are the old non-remastered version. The one that I thought they deleted all the files so they could never release it again. So, as near as we can speculate, somebody, they basically have image files of all these things on a massive hard drive somewhere. So the intern who was finding the masters just thought, oh, Fifth Element, there, we'll use that one. Not even noticing that there was two of them. Maybe they were on different hard drives. I don't know. But whatever the case may be, somehow somebody slipped up in quality control, and we got the non-remastered version on here. So I immediately went to Future Shop and purchased the remastered version. So this one for display purposes, because the artwork's beautiful. This one to watch the actual movie. Now, to be fair, this was $14.99. This was, I think, $6.99. So all told, I paid about $20 total for The Fifth Element. And I am perfectly okay with that because this is a great movie that I really like a lot. Now, one of the ways that you can tell which version, because the remastered and non-remastered actually both have the same cover, unless, of course, you're getting the slipcover, or the steelbook, in which case you know exactly which version you're getting. You're getting the shitty version. The way to tell which version it is, some of them on the security sticker, it'll actually say remastered right on it, in which case that's easy. If it does not have the security sticker on the top, however, the way to tell is the audio options. Very simple. The original unremastered version only has English PCM 5.1 uncompressed audio. That is it. That is all it has. The remastered version has that, but it also has English Dolby True HD 5.1. So that's how you tell. So you look for the one with the True HD. And then the other way to tell is when you actually pop it in your player, see if your on-screen display will tell you what codec it is. If it's MPEG-2, you've got the old shitty version. If it's AVC, you've got the good version. And you'll be able to tell with your iMeets what version you're watching. Because if it looks like total shit, then chances are you're watching the wrong version. Because the one, like the remastered version, is darn near reference quality. It is a phenomenal improvement and looks absolutely stunning. It is absolutely worth having in your collection, especially if you like the movie. Why would you not have it in your collection if you like the movie? All right, and then last, but most certainly not least, have not got out to see the third one yet. Hope to get out to see it with Rosie fairly soon. But yeah, waited a whole year for this to come out. Did not even look at the initial release because I'm all about the extended versions. Got The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug, 3D version, of course, and this, of course, is the extended edition. And once again, in the sort of book-style cases, it's very nice. Different color, but same design, and these beautiful black cases, very sexy. And if we open it up, same deal as the first set. Basically, you have the 3D version, spread across 2 discs because essentially it's like having the movie on there twice, so it uses up the disc space a lot more. And then we've got the regular Blu-ray version, and then we've got parts 9 and 10 of the appendices. So yeah, and all of these are Blu-ray discs. This is not a combo pack. It is only Blu-ray. So bear that in mind if you're looking to get combo packs or what have you. This is not a combo pack. It gives you the Blu-ray 3D and the regular Blu-ray and the extras all on Blu-rays. Alrighty. That is quite a stack of stuff. I actually went through those faster than I was expecting to. But, so here we go. Sci-fi, horror. Well, I guess one horror. I got to drag me to hell. Sci-fi, horror, a game, and a little bit of fantasy and some comic book based stuff as well. All right. Whew. Now I just got to find room on the shelf for all of these because the shelves are freaking overloaded. The Blu-ray shelf especially is overloaded. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm so short on shelf space. Just gonna have to reshuffle everything again. Anyway, that is it for the holiday update. So quite a pile of stuff and some quality viewing there for sure. Definitely going to enjoy watching them all. So one of the big goals for this year for me is to watch more movies. So I hope to, and the other goal is when I watch a movie, do a video of it. For God's sake, review it. To give my thoughts on it, because I know you guys enjoy those, and I enjoy doing them. So I don't know why I don't do that more often. I certainly enjoyed doing them over Halloween. So now I'm going to continue doing them, ideally, in a more general sense, and just kind of, carry on with the updates as we go. Alrighty, well that is it from me to you for now. Let's take one last look at the Christmas tree here. I'll give you a closer look at some of the decorations. Let's see here. So this, of course, is one that I got for Rosie. It's basically another lenticular one, actually. I don't know how well you can see, but it's Draculaura from Monster High. Very cool. And we got, I don't know, this little dude and these guys. There's a Christmas ball in there somewhere. There it is. Yeah. Big blue balls. There's not a lot. Oh, there's just another one there. Now, see, I've got these hooks for hanging up decorations, but Rosie didn't sort of clue in about using them. So she just kind of hung them by their respective strings. And I don't know, there's some more in... Oh, that's just a tag for the lights. Never mind. I could have sworn she hid some in the back. Maybe I was looking at something else. Oh no, there's a dude there. Yeah. So I do have some other decorations. Oh, that's a plug. Never mind. Anyway, there we go. The Christmas tree. I do have some other decorations kicking around. I've actually got... just move the box here. I actually got these sort of... these are solid brass ones. Quite nice. But for whatever reason, we just never got around to putting them up. I don't know. We just didn't... I don't know, honestly. I have no excuse. I'm just lazy. I'm really lazy when it comes to Christmas trees. I think it's just because this season was really, really stressful. And there was just so many things that needed to be sorted out before the end of the year. And it just wore me out. So basically, I got the tree and... I strung the lights and stuff, and then I laid the decorations out for Rosie to just have fun with, and that was that. And yeah, so one of the things was getting her a Christmas ornament. It's actually quite heavy too, but I wanted to get her a nice Christmas ornament. One thing my mom would do for me is get me a new ornament every year. And those are some of the ornaments that are strewn about in boxes everywhere. I need to find them. But that's a tradition I kind of wanted to carry on with Rosie. So I I picked her up this Monster High one, and then each subsequent year I'll pick her up something else based on, you know, whatever her interests are that particular year. Alrighty. Anyway, that's pretty much it for Christmas. Hope you all had a good one. Rosie and I had fun. I'm just going to leave the lighting dark here. You've seen, you know what I look like. We'll just enjoy the tree for a little bit. Yeah, I hope you all had a good New Year. Rosie and I had a good New Year's together. She got sick a couple days later, just a little bit of stomach flu, poor thing. But she's back, you know, in shape now, and all better on the mend. It was just like a 24-hour flu thing. But she got over that pretty quick. Lots of fluids. Definitely has her appetite back now. Holy moly. But yeah, we had fun. I let her stay up till midnight, and we just hung out and watched some movies and stuff, and played video games, and had a good time. Yeah. Alrighty, that is definitely it for me to you for now. This is now almost a half-hour long video. Hope you enjoyed it. HAULiday Updates. They're always epic. Alrighty. See you next time. Until then, thanks for watching, and sayonara. Just before we go, I'd like to take a moment to thank all my Patreon sponsors. Thank you, especially Kyle Pellegrini, who is my current highest level sponsor. I definitely appreciate your support, and everyone else who's come out to become a sponsor of the channel. Yeah, if you'd like to join in, please head on over to the Patreon page and contribute. I mean, no amount is too big, no amount is too small, and it all goes right into the show here, so I can provide you with even more cool stuff to enjoy. Alrighty, see you next time. Greetings, and